Hey YouTube, what's going on? Boston Joe here. Going to give you a quick one today. It's going to be door panel removal of either the front driver's or the front passenger side. So here it is. Okay, quick rundown of basically what you need is just some sort of pick tool. Small little screwdriver will work, flathead, and a 7mm socket. And then basically I'll give you a quick rundown so you can even do it without. All you're going to have is this little panel right here. Take that out. Take this little panel right here, and you can see that there's a slot there and a slot down there, the little screwdriver or the pick. So for behind the door handle, I've got that small little screwdriver or anything, and then basically just pop that right off, and that falls off. That you grab that. There's the one bolt back there. You can't really see because of the sun. Second one is we're going to take off this panel. You can see if you had a pick tool, it's like perfect. You just sneak in there with that little small screwdriver. You'll end up like messing up the plastic a little bit, which I did on the passenger side the first time I did this. I curved the end of these tweezers, and it makes a perfect thing to get up under that little divot right there, and then you can see the two 7mm bolts there. Okay, so the third thing you're gonna do is basically you look for the easiest place. You know what? Go off to one side. Now mine's already been off. When yours is brand new and never been off, you are gonna have to pull to where you feel like you know, you could break something. Just be very gentle, and then basically I started at this side, and then I pull that side away, then I come in the middle, and I pull that. You got to be careful too. You'll see at the top, these clips go up and in. That's why you want to pull out from the bottom. Oh, and that's it. And then so all 4 clips of mine are still intact. So as long as you pull from the bottom, you'll be okay with that piece. And then everything here can stay intact. There is a 7mm bolt recessed in this cavity right here. And then so now you have your 1 plus these 2, the 3, the 2 on the bottom, and then this one for a total of 6. So now we'll take our 7mm and we'll start taking those out. So for the first one, right there. Next we'll take out 2 and 3. Bolt number 4, be like I said, this one in this cavity, which is the main reason I have the long extension on my 1/4-inch drive ratchet. Now, at the beginning, I forgot to mention, this is a magnet. A lot of people have them as part of their toolbox. Great thing for this, if it doesn't come out with your socket, is basically so that you don't drop it. That one bolt, just having a magnet really helps. Okay, now that just leaves the last 2 that are going to be right on the bottom, as I showed you before. We'll just take both those out. Now, as I was pulling all the bolts out, I did notice one thing that I feel like is a good point to make. So when you look at the back of the trim piece that came off of the middle, you've got the 4 metal clips that basically they go over the plastic. Sometimes one of those will get left inside the door. So what you want to do is, I've got a small piece of needle nose, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the clip out and put it back on the trim piece so that when I insert it, we don't get that piece lost or broken in any way. Okay guys, now you are at the point where everything is just pressed on and we can pull this door panel off. Now, I just want to tell you, the first time you take one of these off, Everything is, all the clips are just have never been taken out and this and that. Mine's going to be a lot easier than yours is for the very first time. I know that because when I did this the other day, it was a little more difficult. Basically, I put the tow mirrors on, which that's a little teaser for a video. I'm going to tell you guys all about those tow mirrors from Boost Auto. But anyway, going back to the door panel, I'm just going to show you. Basically, on one side on the bottom, you can just start pulling away, and now you can see at the same time almost all of my clips actually popped out. So what you want to do is pull. If yours is a lot more difficult, pop one out and work your way to the right hand side, then work your way up the right hand side, pulling the clips off, and then work your way up the other side. Okay guys, once you've worked your way up the entire bottom and then both sides all the way to the top are pulled away, the last part you're going to want to do is, a lot of times these seals on older doors would be hooked to the inside of the door panel. That's not the case on the newer trucks. This door panel actually it's easier if you pull it away from the door, because there's the push clips, they're just like these type of clips here. They're right on the door, and they're pushed straight in. So you want to pull this straight out. So then start on one side, and then you can feel it pull. Pull the next one, then the next one. Now the entire door panel came off. Like, this is the same scenario. Mine's already been off, so mine was a little bit easier than yours is going to be if it's coming off for the first time. Okay, so now as you pull the door panel away, even if that falls down, it's not even a big deal. But now you can pull that out. Now you have two connectors, or two things connecting the door panel still as you pull it away. So put that in there. That little rubber thing will hold the door lock piece while you're doing that. Okay guys, next thing you're gonna do is, there's on the back of the door panel. So while basically I've got my knee holding the bottom of the door panel up against the door, and you've got this clip holding the cable for the door handle up. So you basically press down on the back, and then once you can actually use your finger. Sometimes pressing the back isn't enough. You can lift up on the front. You'll see the lip that it comes up, and then you got to pull back and then rotate that cable out, and the little ball end comes right out of the socket. Okay guys, last but not least, the harness for the windows and the mirrors and all that stuff that's on your armrest. You basically, I just pushed that back because I had already done that, but you're gonna push this tab back to release that, and then push down, and then grab the gray lever, and then open that, and this harness will pop right off, and that is it. And that door panel comes completely away from the door. Okay guys, after you have the panel off, just be sure that all these clips are still on the door. And the one thing that I had an issue with once was one of these bent up a little bit. This one is a little high, I think. So what happened was, when I went to reinstall the door panel and I went to push it on, one of these clips didn't want to go in. It actually pushed up on me. So if you go to do the reinstall and you're having any issue with the top, check on those and just push down. I think it was actually this one right there that I just had to push back down. So when I pulled the panel off, it probably pulled up and out and bent this clip up. But anyway, that's it guys. And reverse everything for the installation. First you do your harness and hook your door handle on there, and then put this up through, and then you push that on the top clips, and then all the way down the sides and the bottom, and then you put all your bolts in reverse. And don't do what I did and forget to hook your door handle. I got in my truck the first time after I reinstalled it, went to open my door handle, and it does nothing. And I had to roll down the window and then open the door from the outside. Okay guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, you found it helpful at all, hit the thumbs up. It always helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you'd like to see more on the Silverado, I do some money tips and stuff like that. You could hit subscribe and get some of those. And when you hit subscribe, there's a little bell icon. Click that and you'll be able to set it up so every time I post a video, you'll get the alerts. I'm gonna have some videos. So behind me, you can see that this truck is a 1500 LT version, and I put Boost Auto aftermarket tow mirrors on there. That's why I actually started taking the door panels off. So I'm gonna do a video showing you guys the Boost Auto mirrors. Amazing. I got the switchback lights, LED, so it comes on with daytime running lights. And then when I'm using turn signal, the thing turns amber. Very cool, very cool. So if you guys want to check that stuff out, definitely check out the channel. And that's it, guys. I will talk to you soon. Take it easy.